Hello there, my name is HOI4 and welcome to a quick video where we are going to announce a community multiplayer to celebrate reaching 2,000 subscribers, which has now passed by substantially. But I did say for a very long time that we would do a multiplayer when I reached 2,000, and then I very quickly reached 3,000. So I guess this is one for both. So yes, we are going to be playing a multiplayer with a twist. I'm going to run through all the details, so if you would like to play in said multiplayer, pay attention for the next couple of minutes. We're going to be using the very epitome of technology here, a program called Notepad, and Notepad is going to show us all the details of what we're going to be doing. So this multiplayer will take place on Saturday the 24th of March and on Sunday 25th of March at 7 PM GMT, running until 10:30 PM GMT, so it's about 3.5 hours. If need be, we'll run across onto Monday 26th of March if we haven't finished the game by then. I would hope that we would be fairly close if not finished by that point. So yeah, it will run across 2 days. There'll be two sessions of it, because obviously it will take more than 3.5 hours to play a whole game of HOI4. And these on the left hand side here will be the factions. Now, Germany, Italy and Austria-Hungary will be one faction. So Hungary will get Austria here, and they'll make a second thing. And if that be one faction, it'll be like a Central Powers-ish type thing. Italy, of course, was not in the Central Powers, but they are in this faction here. And then we have the UK and the USA will make up the Allies faction. Communist France and the USSR will make up the Comintern faction. And those will be our three main factions for the game. They will be not allied necessarily. The Comintern could fight the Allies, Comintern could fight the Axis could fight whoever they want. These three factions are going to be standalone. They can choose the diplomacy they want to have. And then we have something happening a little bit interesting. We have China, first and foremost, which will just be sort of doing its own thing, broadly. Then we have something else which is interesting. I guess China more or less fit into this category because they aren't one of the big three factions, but China are going to be sort of, I expect, prosecuting their own war. Probably fighting Japan at some point. We are going to be throwing in what I'm calling wildcard nations. Something a little bit different to how I think HOI4 players are normally played, but I could be wrong. I don't play, well, I haven't played a great deal. I've played in some, but I haven't hosted many. So Romania, Turkey, and Japan will be non-aligned at the start. They're not non-aligned, literally. They'll be whatever ideology they start as, but they will be not affiliated to any of the three major factions. And the idea is the three major factions are going to compete for these nations to be on their side. So Turkey, Romania and Japan are going to be available to be on whoever's team offers them the best reasons to be on their team. So say for example you've got Turkey here, say for example you're the Axis, and you want to get Turkey on your side. You want to get maybe military access, or you want to get them to come closer to the German sphere of influence. And mostly you want to get through to Russia. You want to get a front of tanks on the southern border to give them a big advantage. And so you take Turkey. Well, yeah, be on our side, and we'll give you these states in Russia, or whatever it may be. The idea is that it's it's up to the players to decide how they decide to approach this. So Romania is obviously a very important country with its oil and its position against Russia. And then Japan have their own faction, so they're not in the Axis. So they're also up for grabs, more or less. And China too, really, is really a wild card as well. So those will be the four factions we're playing with. If you'll excuse my rather ragtag explanation there. That's 11 nations. If we have more than 11 nations, my tendency would be I'd rather have more wildcard nations than I would rather have puppets of Britain, like Canada and South Africa and so on. I'd rather have more nations that are going to be unpredictable. The aim is we're going to have an unpredictable game. You aren't going to know how people are going to act beforehand. So if you get more than 11 players, then that will be the case. If we have less than 11 players, then we'll just decide which ones are least important and prioritise and so on. The rules for the game will be no strategic bombers, no war declarations that aren't from focus trees before January the 1st, 1940. No team switching, so these teams are fixed. The three teams here are fixed. Players can't change them during the game. And no exploits. I mean, my gut instinct here is if it's exploity enough for you to ask whether you can do it, it's probably too exploity to be done in the game. Yeah, and the only checksum-breaking mod that I will be running the game with will be Strat view adjustments. So if you would like to play in this game, do let me know. The Discord is where it will be organised and run from, which is in the description, and I will probably post in a comment below as well. So yeah, come on Discord or post in the comments or whatever. Well, on the Discord, be preferable and say that you want to play in the game. So Saturday, 7 PM GMT is the time, as you can see. Oh no, you can't see because it's all gone rather haywire there. Yeah, and for my role, I will be playing, but I don't feel entirely comfortable with the idea of me just picking my own nation at the start, because I feel like even though if I wouldn't intend to, I'd probably be subconsciously picking a nation I thought would do quite well. It's just human nature. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a straw poll, which is in the description and the comments below, and you guys are going to decide which nation I play. So it has all 11 nations that are named up here on it, and you're going to vote, and whichever one wins the poll by, say, sort of Friday time, that will be what I play, and then everyone else who plays will have the nations divvied up around that, and we'll work out some decent teams. Yeah, if you want to watch this played, it will be streamed on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/HOI, and it should be quite a lot of fun. So if you want to play, do get in touch, and we will see. Well, we will sort you out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not going to get like 30 players, are we? I hope. That would be madness. Okay, so thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you, if not playing in the stream, then watching it on the weekend. Bye-bye.